go. Now we're going. That was goofed up a little bit with OBS, but that's fine. My live stream should be turning on. Okay. So before we get in here, I did, join a nationwide weather group. I'm kind of like chatting with them right now, figuring out what they want to do. This is the main, what's happening? Good lord. This is going to be the main, MCS, out here, which is going to continue to travel, northeast. However, we do have a group of supercells that has begun taking off in northwest Oklahoma, watching these very closely. Dang, are they going over north of Oklahoma City as well? It looks like there may be two total waves. There's a first wave developing currently in northwest Oklahoma, and it does appear that there are cells trying to take off just west and southwest of Oklahoma City. We're watching those as well. But the main event for tonight should be the developing KLCS and MCS out there in northwest Texas. Let me see here. Right now we are watching this storm right here, which is just north of Watauga, Oklahoma. It does have a little bit of a hook with it. Does have some rotation with it. It's fairly weak right now. It doesn't have like very strong rotation, but still going to be watching it here as it continues off to the northeast. It even looks like this little cell out here has a little hook on it. All of these are developing supercells, and this is the biggest, strongest one so far, just north of Watauga. Watching these storms south of it as well, out over Enid, east of Hennessy. We're watching all of these storms, making sure we can catch any tornadoes touching down today. We are going to be in a very favorable tornadic environment. Let's go ahead and no, not that. No, go away, please. Data overlays through the tornado outlook here. We are again in this 5% tornado risk here, ranging from western Missouri through southeastern Kansas, through much of Oklahoma. That includes Oklahoma City and Tulsa, and this goes down into Texas, northwest Texas, and ends at about the Abilene area. And these supercells out here, these are kind of initiated earlier on. These could maybe affect the MCS later tonight, but certainly watching those supercells, because these are semi-discrete, and tornadoes could be an issue. A new severe thunderstorm warning just went up there over Childress, Texas. Let's go and see this one here. I'll get this stuff set up here. I'm like really having to make sure my live stream keeps on. There we go. I'm gonna go refill on milk really quickly. Actually, I'm gonna get yeah. Okay. Close the door. Okay, let's go ahead and see here. I'm trying to get a whole bunch of my stuff up and ready right now. I am like trying to get all my streaming stuff up on my socials. Still haven't. Now my live stream seems to be up and good. And if anybody is watching, joined, we are. I do have my comments open on my phone so I can read anything that comes through. Let's see. Gonna make sure my mic is working. Yep, we're good on the mic. I'm gonna go like, oh gosh. Okay, I got all my stuff set up now. Well, it would be set up if you two would cooperate with me. There we go.
Frey! Rage.
Hey, please be quiet. Okay, the main game in town right now is the Storm, currently southeast of Fairview. There are developing supercells out ahead of it, to the east and to the south. We are watching all of these. This storm is just like the storm's starting to take that right turn. That means the mesocyclone is on it. It is spinning. We are watching it. It is producing quarter size hail, probably larger in my honestly. You can kind of see where that inflow notch is developing. See that hook. Let's go ahead and go to velocity. It's kind of got embedded back there, maybe? What is happening? That is... Okay, I think that's a little too loud. I might have to go through like 3 different apps just to make sure I'm seeing everybody. Let's go to the... and this is what models have been depicting. It's been mostly this developing KLCS. Now this is honestly what I have been a bit worried about, is potentially additional supercells. Some models have been picking up a couple of supercells in northern Oklahoma, and that is like off the warm front, which is up here in northern Oklahoma. So these supercells are by far going to be an issue, and likely could get a couple tornadoes out of the supercells. And we are obviously watching this developing at KLCS back here in Northwest Texas as that comes into southwestern Oklahoma, and eventually there will be more supercells likely to develop out to the west. And somebody thought I was in Canada, which is interesting. Okay, I know exactly who that is. Hang on. Oh my god, oh. I am.
Can we team? Frey.
Having to go through 3 different things at the moment, trying to make sure everything is like actually up and running.
Yeah. Frey, are we gonna team or fight?
Should be okay. There we go. Comments open. My live stream's running. Got everything set. And yeah, this supercell up here, this real big one. This one started kind of down here, just north of I-40. This is gonna eventually take a right turn. That severe thunderstorm warning just vanished off the face of the earth. Here's the hail core. It is could go right for Hennessy, Oklahoma, maybe just slightly to the northwest or north. Very large hail core. Or not very, it's not very large, but yeah, definitely quarter ping pong ball size hail probably in there. It does have a hook on it. This hook could go like right over Hennessy, Oklahoma. I'm sitting here and watching this. Still watching these other cells developing out ahead of it too. These might just cluster if they get bigger. Let's go down here to the KLC is developing. Watching this could eventually produce very damaging winds, large hail, and of course maybe a couple tornadoes as well as this goes into western and central Oklahoma. And this is going to just grow bigger and bigger as well. I feel like these are firing. I don't know, the MCS is firing about where I thought it would, about the time I thought it would. Here. Okay. There should be online, yeah. Right now, what I'm most concerned about is this developing cluster of supercells. This real big one has just been consuming the smaller cells around it. Oh, pop my neck, ow. It's been kind of consuming some of these other storms around it. I am watching for any additional supercells to fire further down southwest. I mean, the positioning of this storm could bring it right into Oklahoma City. I'm gonna have to watch that real closely here. New severe thunderstorm warning has just been issued, and that is for this little hail core back here, just southeast of Watauga, Oklahoma. Let's go ahead and full velocity here. Yeah, it's got a little mesocyclone with it. Does have some shear, some spin in it. This cell to the south might disrupt it, though. This big cell, that did get that could have been tornado warned. Honestly, a little surprised it didn't, seeing that velocity earlier. And there was a confirmed wall cloud with it. It's kind of... It's still... Definitely still has a mesocyclone with that. And these supercells popping up everywhere now. This is going to be a wild day today. Let's see here. Let me go ahead and check velocity up in here. Ooh, it's ugly. ugly velocity there. Yeah, definitely still taking in info there.
Fred, watch out.
Let's go ahead and pull up the tornado watch as well here. Alright, tornado watch, get that up here. That tornado watch ranges from southern Kansas down I-35, west of I-35. This does include Oklahoma City, and there may either be a tornado, there may be an extension to it off in eastern Oklahoma. Maybe that might be more of a severe thunderstorm watch that'll eventually get issued. But this tornado watch does continue off to the southwest, into southwest Oklahoma and northwest Texas. We are expecting the MCS, KLCS system to develop down here, that line of storms, and we are watching this developing supercell cluster up here in northern Oklahoma, watching all of these very closely for sure. Let's go ahead and go back in here. That's probably good sized hail back there. That's one I don't watch, yeah, I'm aware. Let's go ahead and do that, and do that if I can click. Yeah, these are supercells are going up here. May even be a teeny little hook there. Yeah, this has a little mesocyclone. Could have a little mesocyclone with it. There's no way. Yeah, these are all developing supercells. They're all gonna have little appendages, little areas of shear in them potentially. Yeah, this big supercell is just gonna get. This is gonna has too much interaction around it. That's not gonna be a tornado developer. Could produce very large hail. But if anything, one of these supercells closer, maybe another little appendage here, might consume this storm in the back north of Weatherford. Let's go into SRV here real quick. Right now it's ugly. Don't like that. Let's go back here for a second. Yeah, these are all going to be heading northeast, and they'll all kind of converge into a line. Tornado threat should be maximized closer to I-35 corridor in northern Oklahoma, and that tornado threat's going to gradually increase throughout the evening hours. Probably the max time is going to be closer to 6, 7, 8, or 9 p.m. That low-level jet starts to seriously crank in there at 40, 50 knots. Soon after dark, that nocturnal jet gets kicked in. So you're going to have to watch that. And by that point, they are going to be kind of on the I-35 corridor in Oklahoma City. So tornado threat is, again, increasing as time goes by very quickly now. Currently watching, again, these clusters. Hold up, kind of want to see what that... Yeah, a whole bunch of these definitely have... Some of these definitely have mesocyclones. They're starting to spin. They're tapping into that favorable environment. Again, right now, nothing for Oklahoma City yet, but I am watching these cells right now near New Cordell, Oklahoma. Remember, y'all got hit by a weak tornado quite a while ago. Yeah, watching these cells, because if these blow up, they could cross up near El Reno or Edmond, Oklahoma, depending on how fast they can get up. But right now, definitely watching these storms near Fairview, Hennessy, and Enid, Oklahoma. Whoa, what's going on here? I have to watch, like, all these, like, oops. Like, watch all of these areas back here. We're gonna have to watch all these little storms, all these little appendages. Is that it? Oh, I can watch this right here. What is happening in the group chat? Oh dear.
I didn't ask the team with you.
You're just freaking out.
If he tries to blow up, poison water.
I don't know what's going on and going on there, but get my live stream back caught up here. Okay, I was like, what is? That's gonna be an interesting interaction here. These supercells are all kind of. Yep, that one's trying to bloom up now. Another one trying to go up here. These will all eventually become potentially tornadic supercells. These are all going to produce large hail damaging winds, but not all of them are going to produce tornadoes. I mean, a couple of them can produce that. Oh, there's a little hook here now. Look at that fat hook that go back in here too. That's weirdest. Very weird to look at. And these are all supercells. These are all developing into big fat supercells. What is happening? All these, again, being slowly becoming supercells. Don't know what happened to my Ritter up there. Just lagged horrendously. And I'm gonna zoom out a little bit for this. I am also watching the developing MCS super line here. Eventually, a line of storms. This is kind of the beginning of that. The only severe storm right now down here is this big fat one right here. Pretty much ranging from just east of Memphis, Texas, down to, gonna try to pronounce that, Paducah, Texas. And that's the only severe storm right there right now. And there's a couple scattered little supercells trying to go up east of Crosbyton, Texas. But again, we're currently watching these big supercells out here in northwest Oklahoma. Man, this is like a hook, but it's like in a weird spot. Hey, this one definitely has a mesocyclone on it. This one has a mesocyclone on it. These storms are like jubbling around with each other. And currently watching what those kind of do with those interactions. Probably some heavy rain back there. Definitely got some large hail back here, just east of Watauga. Do I have my severe reports on? Oh, I don't. I mean, I have tornado on, but I'm gonna have all these on. There we go. That's better. Okay, now I can say, okay. Yeah, got all that up there. Honestly, I thought the settings would be transferred for my phone as well. Guess not. That's a little annoying, but that's fine. Oh, that's some good milk. Okay. It's kind of cloudy and a little cool outside today. I'm watching these cells as well back here. How fast do these go? I want to watch. Yeah, this went up quickly. Those are going up fairly quickly. Yeah, this is the developing line of storms, and this kind of the initial supercellular wave. Dinner's ready. Go ahead and go. Ooh. Yeah, I'll be out in just a moment to get
I'll be out
food.
in a sec.
It's just seeing all these storms are going up fairly quickly now. I'm just going to pause this for a minute. Watching these cells as well. Like, anything that spawns out here or down here could be more of a threat for the Oklahoma City metro area. These might be more kind of into the line of storms, but right now, still just keeping a very close eye on these storms up here. I'm gonna be just right back here. Oh yeah, they launched astronauts to the moon today. I forgot about that. No, they did it this morning. Largest mission around here. First mission to the moon in 50 years.
Helmet. Free helmet. Okay, you're good. Free helmet. You don't have a spare helmet? Okay, nice.
Mikey, come on.
Okay. Frey, I'm gonna go. Frey, come here. Frey, come here. I need to go, Frey. Come here. What?
Got you.
Okay, just kill me.
I have returned it.
Mikey gets corn dogs. Mikey wanted to make eggs. You still want to make eggs?
Yeah,
Why are there corn dogs?
We needed to use the corn dogs. We've had them for a while.
Oh,
Okay, I'm back. And there is some shear in these storms, but it's kind of weak right now. Mostly because they're just interacting so much, but it just takes one of these storms to suddenly dominate and just consume the rest. So we're kind of watching those right now. Okay. Ouch. Okay. Let's go ahead. Youch. Hurt my toe. That hurt. Yeah, definitely some areas of spin in here. Little area here. Kind of almost looks like a few. What is happening? These supercells are becoming like big jumbled messes at the moment. Oh.
Oh, Nick the door.
Just take it by the knob, lift it a little, and then just use it like a normal door.
Nice door you got here.
Shut up.
Very
Very stable. Stable door.
very futuristic.
Hello, Savannah. Savannah Johnson. I can't. I need to clean my glasses now. It's close. Yeah, these storms are going up quick. Oh, yeah, door closed. Okay. Just get this back down on the road here. Unfortunately, kind of eating as well. But new severe thunderstorm warning for this kind of weird cluster of supercells. Now this is going to head up towards Ponca City, Oklahoma. And right now this is where we're expecting the most significant severe weather today. Pretty sure there's kind of severe storms out here off closer to the eastern coast. And we're just kind of watching them develop at the moment, kind of watching them go up and off to the east and northeast. Gonna look for damaging winds up in here. Ooh. Ooh, that doesn't look good. That could be a problem. Where is that? Kind of, yeah, north side. Yeah, that makes sense. Tornado. What is happening with that? I'm gonna go back to velocity. Now, there's definitely some pockets of pockets of rotation in here. This up here is honestly definitely could be a couple if they were watching anything in this like line, because this is eventually become a line of severe thunderstorms that races off to the east northeast into Oklahoma. Definitely gonna have some damaging winds in here as well, 60-70 miles per hour, potentially greater. I'm gonna have to watch that. Might have to watch that area back there too. Gonna have to watch everything up in here for in Oklahoma as well, in western Oklahoma. Watching this cluster up here in northern Oklahoma, this is currently the most concerning for me because well, these are kind of clustering right now. They're not going to be as free to rotate. But I'm watching kind of these storms out here because this one also has like a little impingage on it north of Guthrie, west of Stillwater. No tornado warnings have been issued as of today, but that could change fairly quickly given our conditions. Let's go ahead and go to... Can I go to satellite? Can. Fun. Oops, no, I wanted to go to forecast, please. And, ooh, that's live. It's 65-degree dew point down there. What is happening? What is going on here? 70-degree dew point there in southwestern Oklahoma. Yeah, that's going to be a lot of fuel for these storms, that's for sure. We're going to have to watch every single one of these. Okay, so check the radar. Thank you. Actually, wait. Oh, that's cool. It's burning my mouth. Okay. Let's go and move up here real quick. Definitely got some hail, some quarter ping pong ball size hail up there, and this storm right here. This cluster is all going up towards Ponca City, and behind it got a developing supercell cluster there as well. From about Eden, lighter rains down towards Hennessy and back towards Watanga. Looks like this also look at this has like little appendage here, little appendage here. All of these little itty bitty supercells taking advantage of their environment, of their surroundings to develop some, trying to develop mesocyclones, trying to develop little areas of spin. We are currently watching like all of these up in here. Every last one of these storms. Just going to stop this here. Kind of want to take a quick peek at this. Yeah, it definitely has a little bit of weaker rotation back there. Watching that closely. This could be west of Kingfisher. A little area spin maybe right there. Yeah, these are all currently moving again northeast. Not even the main wave either. Because we're expecting one like solid wave, but I honestly started expecting two. This kind of supercellular wave up here. And these could develop into supercells back here as well in western Oklahoma. Gotta watch every last one of these in here. Every last one of them. Let's go and get the setting up over here. I don't like that. This might be a new concern. Kind of looks like this is starting to bow out just a little bit. Gonna have to watch that northern side for potential for a tornado or two. If this keeps getting, oh no, that's not. Well, I'm going into SRV. Okay, yeah, this up here on the north, that could be a problem. Is this embedded? What is happening? It does look like it is trying to bow a little bit. That's not good. Really don't like what's happening up here to the north. Definitely have some very strong winds in here. 60, maybe a gust of 70 miles per hour in there. As this thing bows out, there will be areas of spin possible in here. Looks like kind of one concerning area to the north, one concerning area to the south. Definitely watching that bow for sure. Gonna have to keep an eye on that. Let's go up here back to the north. See what's going on up here. And these are going to kind of be a bit more disorganized for a bit until they can get their act together. Like, it's just one of these supercells, like a South End Charlie, for example, can get its act together and take over the environment, take over other storms nearby. It can become a real problem real quick. Here. Everyone becoming watch all these little extra cells popping up too. It's popping up everywhere. Don't like it. Me no likey. Let's see if this. I'm gonna have to go ahead and go here. Wait, I'm gonna go and switch down to this where I'll look at these supercells. Again, these are all probably more than likely going to develop into supercells. These might be a bit more alone, depending on what they do. What is? Yeah, that's becoming a bow right here. Something freaky's happening here for sure. Let's go. And that's kind of watching this northern portion. This is where a lot of these tornadoes can happen. But yeah, definitely got some damaging winds up in here. 60, maybe 65, maybe even up to 70. Yeah, 70 mile per hour winds. This is not going to be a very big, like, hail producer. The main issue is going to be tornadoes and damaging wind. Kind of watching for any kind of little small kinks, kind of out ahead of the line. Gonna have to kind of watch this northern side here as well. Kind of watching for anything that kind jutting out like this, because the low level jet can kind of turn around and crank in there, and you can get a brief tornado from anything as simple as that little nudge, that little, I guess, nub out ahead of that there. Again, kind of watching these supercells kind of going up over New Cordell and to the southwest. And these severe thunderstorm warnings have been dropped. This looks like a little bit of a hook back there, though. These are still supercells. They're just not severe anymore. Not producing enough strong, large hail damaging winds. And although, even if none of these mesocyclones can get turning, you can still technically get a tornado out of a non-severe cell. Like, a supercell can be producing, like, nickel-size hail and, like, 40 mile per hour winds. You can still get a tornado out of it, for example. But I definitely still will later tonight, Norman will get hit by the by what's going on out here. There will be eventually a line of storms develop, move northeast, east, and pretty much all of the Oklahoma City metro area is going to have uh, severe storms tonight, and they can be tornadic. But the right now, main concern is potential for a couple tornadoes and damaging winds. And yeah, right now, this like developing line out here, this is going to be the main concern for later tonight. But yes, Norman, Oklahoma, will more than likely get hit by at least a storm. Maybe not a tornadic storm. It could just be some nice rain and thunder, maybe a little bit of wind. Worst case scenario, there could be a couple tornadoes around the Oklahoma City metro, but for the most part, it's a matter of waiting now. Some models have been showing kind of on and off every now and then. And I don't like how this is definitely trying to bow a little bit. 60, maybe 70 mile per hour winds, especially in this area just south of Hollis, Oklahoma. I remember the big tornadoes that happened out here 2024. It's pretty fun. see if my thing will stop lagging here. Let's go ahead and go back up to the north here real quick. Again, we're watching any of these supercells. These are all rotating supercells. The updrafts are up in the atmosphere, up several thousand feet. Give me a second.
I can't open the door from that side.
It's a little more difficult on that side. All these big cells out here. Some are supercells, some are developing. Oklahoma, West and North Oklahoma City is gonna very surely have to keep an eye on these out here, just east of Sayre, Oklahoma. And eventually the main big wave will come out, which is this out here. The tornado threat will be maximized likely between 8 to 9 to 10 o'clock p.m. when that low-level jet starts to kick in. 40, 50 knots later this evening as this line of storms pushes up into Oklahoma City. From pretty much the I-35 corridor from the Red River up to the Oklahoma-Kansas border is probably where the line will be strongest for the potential of tornadoes, and solely because of that low level just can be so strong. Tornado threat is just steadily increasing throughout the evening. That isn't good. Starting to see some little appendages poking out now. That is something you don't really want to see with even these smaller MCSs or QLCS storms. This is kind of turning more into a bow on this north side. You can kind of see bow out like this. That's gonna be could definitely get some very damaging winds out of that. That's not good. We could have tornadoes on this northern side, but right now I'm concerned about this damaging wind back here. Definitely got 60s, maybe even 70s back here. Yep, 74, and this is velocity. Let's get an SRV here. Even SRV sold, yeah, it's definitely at least 60, 65 mile per hour winds. This is showing about 75. And this is like in that bow echo. So yeah, again, that bow echoes are very, very damaging when it comes to wind. Going to go back up here to the north now. Best case scenario, these storms up here lift a little bit. As best case scenario, these storms kind of impact the atmosphere and kind of bring down some of the tornado chances. Worst case scenario, they do hardly anything to the atmosphere, and this line can still continue to kind of prosper afterwards. Let's prep this back up. There we go. Yeah, definitely quite a developing bow echo here. Bow echoes can produce strong winds and tornadoes. Just kind of like watching out for anything kind of like this kind of pokes out. Let's go and go back to velocity now with the new sweep. Kind of watching anything up in this region for tornadoes. Nothing screams tornado just yet. Right now, the primary concern is going to be these damaging winds, especially on this north side right here, just south of Hollis. Definitely 70-mile-per-hour winds in there, potentially higher. It's definitely 60, 70, maybe even up to 75 miles per hour in there. Going back up to the north, looks like these may already be developing little mesocyclones. And if this storm down here, this could try to split and go eastward here in just a little bit. There is potentially a little mesocyclone attempting to take off. It's going to go up in here. And potentially just a little green against red. And maybe not. Definitely going to watch these storms out here. Because right now, these are kind of a bit more alone than what's going on up here with these storms. Those are going to continue off to the northeast. Again, this is kind of part of the developing line. Stutter a little bit there. That was a little bit of annoying me. Let's see here. So, pretty big severe thunderstorm warning, and for good reason. Damaging winds all up in there from north, central parts of the storm, and to the south. A whole bunch of rain. There's a whole bunch of stuff going up in there for sure. Ooh. Gonna have to kind of watch this area, because if any little, again, all it takes is a little bit of an appendage to come on out, and that will jet to crank up in there and produce a tornado or two. We're gonna have to watch like all these little cells out here too. See what this one near New Cordell does. Yeah, it's currently merging with its sister, merging with a little sister storm. When supercells merge like that, they can become a bit stronger, more, like, alert of its surroundings, if that makes sense. So, I'm gonna be right back here. Make sure. Okay, yep, we're good. Okay. A couple little cells going up over El Reno, north. Oh, there we go. New golf ball size hail now. 60 mile per hour winds. This is likely to be from these cells back here. Let's go ahead and go into SRV, see if we can see anything. Yeah, a little impingement here. I'm trying to rotate. I see you. Maybe a little bit, just a little bit there. Again, we're getting some potentially quarters for sure. Quarters, ping pong balls, and probably golf balls in there now as well. This is more than likely going to be from these storms back here. Hook developing here. This can be east of Dover, Oklahoma. And again, we're currently watching these cells over new Cordell, because as they get stronger, they could very well turn east and go towards Oklahoma City, which is not very good. And again, we're kind of watching those, and this developing line back here currently has very damaging winds with it. Let's see if it's still ongoing. Yep. Got a pocket down here, another pocket here, and a weakening pocket here. This is all in northwest Texas, and this is going into southwest Oklahoma. We're gonna have to, like, watch anything on, the front line, though, here for, tornadoes. And all it takes is just one little appendage. You get one little hook out here, you can get suddenly one or two brief, potentially even strong tornadoes. Can happen. We are in a favorable environment. Let's go ahead and go up here, see if... Now, oh, that's cool. Definitely area circulation. Over here, it's gonna be just east of Dover, Oklahoma, northwest of Crescent, Oklahoma. Definitely got a little hook there. Large hail ongoing in this little supercell, west of Kingfisher and east of Watauga, Oklahoma. Nothing in Kansas yet. There are some storms kind of going up. We're watching all these storms right now in southeast and eastern Kansas. These could become supercells, can become tornadic or big hailers as well. And down here to the south, we're kind of watching this bow echo as it makes its way northeast. Let's go ahead and go to velocity. Yeah, El Dorado, Oklahoma, brace yourself for some 60, 65 mile per hour winds. East Duke, this might calm down before it gets to you. But yeah, East Duke, Oklahoma, and Duke, get ready for about maybe 60, 65 mile per hour winds. That's going to be from this area up here. By far, most 100% has 40, 50 mile per hour winds. Couple gusts up to 60, 65 mile per hour winds in there for sure, 100%. Definitely looks like maybe more 70s down there. 65, 70 mile per hour wind gusts down there over Canal, Texas. Potentially some heavy rain, even large hail back there as well. And you can very barely see the little impendage, little developing hook there. And oops, nope, don't want to do that. And new severe thunderstorm warning has just been issued. This is starting to turn eastward now, which is a decent sign. It is starting to get stronger. And 60, 70 mile per hour winds definitely possible with this developing line. And does have 70 mile per hour winds with it, 1.25. That's gonna be $half size hail. Probably wouldn't surprise me if there's a couple ping pong balls in there as well. The main issue with this storm, though, is going to be damaging winds, and maybe a tornado or two. But again, the tornado threat really isn't going to be maximized until later this evening. Right now, just east of Hollis, Oklahoma, 60 mile per hour winds. This is going to be going towards East Duke and Duke, Oklahoma, and eventually to Altus and Snyder. Right now, El Dorado, Oklahoma is going to have to watch a kind of bit of a patch, and kind of say like a patch of damaging winds in there, about 60-mile-per-hour winds in there as well. And to the south, definitely 60, 65, maybe 70-mile-per-hour winds back there as well. And up to the north, a couple new severe thunderstorm warnings now. A new one up for this cell east of Hennessy. Again, these things are starting to get their act together again. Their updrafts are going up, getting caught in the very strong upper-level winds. Up near Ponca City as well, definitely a bit of a cluster of supercells up here. Yeah, there is potentially some spin in there, but it's like very, very weak. That's gonna be mostly a hailer and wind producer. However, down to the south, these cells are still getting their stuff together, but this one does still have a tiny little appendage on it. Does still have a little bit of rotation in there. It's not a very strong rotation. It is weak. I don't even think it's. All of these are technically rotating. Not all of them have official like big mesocyclones. But there's definitely a couple of big cells we're gonna have to watch up in here. My main concern for the Oklahoma City Metro are, let's go ahead and go to the key TLX site, are these developing cells and these ones out here, especially these ones, because eventually these will take a bit more of a hardened eastward, northeast path, especially if they split. I don't think they're going to split just yet, if they're going to split at all. Up here near Weatherford, it's kind of stretched out a little bit. So, here's
Just keep the door open. I'll be surprised.
there.
Just keep it open.
Alright, anyways. Yeah, let's try to take more of an east path there. Yeah, this cell is going to want to try to stay out ahead of this MCS. And these could become more of a prefrontal supercell. Prefrontals are not great. I'm gonna make sure my stream's still going. Yep. Alright, yeah, this storm is like this part of the cell could be decently threatening for Oklahoma City, maybe northwest Oklahoma City, depending on where it goes. Look at this bow here. Let's go and get a quick look at velocity readings. The good news is it does look like it is starting to weaken a little bit in some areas. Bad news is it's still damaging winds off to the south. It is temporarily, it does look like it is temporarily weakening just a little bit. I do expect it to get stronger. Once again, might be just kind of going up and down like they normally do. Still has a tornado threat with that eventually, later this evening. This supercell might turn east. I'm gonna keep an eye on this one near New Cordell, because definitely west-northwest Oklahoma City area, like in Canadian County, that supercell could go up and produce some very large hail there, pretty close to the Oklahoma City area. But right now in the north of Oklahoma City, big cluster going on, especially up near Ponca City. That's a very, very large cluster. That tornado threats could be insanely low with that blob up in Ponca City. But, it does have some separation back here with these supercells. Kind of, trying to stay separated out of the line. Let's go into velocity here for a quick sec. Could have a little rotation there. Yeah, maybe. Does maybe a little bit of a hook back there. These could merge and create a new problem. Right now, absolutely, like, hardly any tornado threat at this time. Like, none of these can really produce a tornado besides this, developing bow echo in southwestern Oklahoma. Definitely get to see that bow there. Let's go ahead and go into velocity. Definitely could still get 60 mile per hour winds on that front edge. it's gonna pack a punch for sure. Probably getting some good rains out of this too. Let's go and check rainfall. Digital. Not what I wanted to do. Okay, are you just like messing with me? What's happening? I definitely have some good rains out of this for sure. At least decent rains. Southwest West Oklahoma needs this kind of rain. But maybe not so much severe weather. This is definitely up here near New Cordell. Definitely trying to develop into, yeah, a little bit of a mesocyclone trying there on that southwestern part of the storm. Watching that as it kind of goes up to the northeast. This could take an eastern turn, trying to stay out ahead of that developing line. Yeah, as this marches east, this can become an increased problem. Ah, crap, I gotta go use the restroom real quick. I've returned. Sorry that took a while. My grandparent wanted me to do something. Let's go ahead and continue up with this here. Okay, I got my YouTube back up, so I should be able to see comments again. Alright, there we go. Alright, still kind of watching this storm out here. Lone little supercell over New Cordell. Might take an eastern turn here in a bit. It's going to want to if it wants to live, because it's developing KLCS out here is going to shove that off to the east. Sooner or later, it's going out here. Still fairly decently large hail right now. Let's go back to SRB. Yeah, I had to go do a couple things real quick, but I've returned. And a little bit of rotation in there in this storm. It's not very strong. A little bit of appendage, a little bit of a thing hanging down now. Kind of watching this storm back here south of Hennessy. They are starting to get their acts together, specifically these two supercells. A couple little cells popping up back here too. These are heading into more of a used environment, but those are going to eventually go up north. Out here in western Oklahoma City, a couple itty bitty cells kind of popping up. This is just like heat induced. That was a decently sized cell here. And we're continuing to watch the MCS, KLCS move, like, grow up to the north. Gonna make sure this is on a good radar site, which it is. Let's go ahead and check velocity here. I could have a couple little spots. Definitely could have some damaging winds in there. Still watching the supercell over New Cordell. Does have some ping pong ball size, maybe bigger hail back there north of New Cordell, right there. Decent hill core. And that bow echo is nowhere good looking as it did earlier, or gnarly looking. Again, kind of just watching this front edge for any little areas of spin out on the front. Something I do not like is how this is starting to dig inwards. So you're gonna have to watch kind of this front edge here, this top north edge here, along with this up here. It's kind of two bowing sections. Surprised the winds haven't gone back up yet. Yeah, I'm gonna like a little spin up here. Maybe spin up down here. There could be spin ups anywhere on this line. I'll be watching the developing line. I do want to go ahead and make sure this go to a good radar site for this. Do want to kind of see the evolution of this one supercell. Let's go back to the last 21 frames. Yeah, it could be. This cell right here is gonna have to be watched closely. Right now, it's still kind of heading northeast, east-ish. Right now, it's just kind of holding on to that northeast path. It could turn east, more on an eastward path sooner or later. Let's go ahead and... Not you. I don't even know what I'm doing. I want to go to mesoscale discussions. Good grief. Still watch down there, I guess. Missed what? Oh, Artemis 2 space rocket just took off, apparently. I'm gonna do map display here. Yeah, here's a little mesoscale discussion. This was for the MCS back here. Another one back here. Severe mesoscale discussion. Probability of watch. This is probably going to be severe. Yeah, tornado watch. Probably an extension of the tornado watch, actually. Yep, bunch of cells going up there too. Let's go back up to the north here. Let's go and turn the mesoscale discussions back off. Okay. It's KLCS back here is gonna continue getting stronger. And again, as these storms continue moving off to the northeast, or start to the east northeast, that tornado threat will steadily, and I mean real steadily, get stronger here. And just now noticed. Anyways, again, I'm surprised this one has. Oops, surprised this one hasn't took a right turn yet, because it's in a favorable environment for tornadoes. However, I think the highest chance we'll get tornadoes is from the line back here, the developing line, as it continues off to the east northeast. We have a better overall low level jet back here in southern, central, and northern Oklahoma. It's gonna get progressively stronger with the low level jet between like pretty much now about 7, 8, 9 o'clock p.m. Oh, yeah, yeah, there is a tornado, more elevated tornado threat for central, northern, and southern Oklahoma, where that low level jet's gonna be strongest. Are these cells going back up, or are they just, yeah, they're just kind of chilling here? Yeah, these are just kind of chilling. Let's go up to these big O supercells. These supercells started all up over here. It kind of looks like it has a little bit of a hook on it. You have to watch that carefully. Yeah, still has some rotation in there. And yeah, gonna have to watch this southern side, because again, this supercell is pretty much all by itself as well. Now these kind of more isolated supercells are going to be the more dangerous ones, without a doubt, because these could very quickly move up. And no severe thunderstorm warning just got updated there. Oh, what a little appendage back here. What's the velocity on this? I want to look at the couplet. And this has just been sitting on top of poor new Cordell for so long. I don't think that supercell is going to survive unless it takes an eastern path now. Because this system back here, the KLCS, is going to really start ramping up in speed sooner or later. Yeah, I'm going to go get some more milk real quick. I'm thirsty. Yeah. I've returned. Let's see what this does here. I got a bunch of big clusters up here. We have the absolutely gigantic cluster up here. That's going to produce absolutely no tornadoes. This kind of south, what we call South End Charlie, and this kind of supercell detached from the main line. It's going to be what's most likely to produce a tornado's good velocity now. Definitely has some rotation up there still. Kind of weak right now, though. Yeah, that's supercell out over New Cordell. That's probably not going to last much longer unless it takes an eastern turn. Alright, let's see here. New series thunderstorm warning has just been made out here. If it will let me go to a radar site, there we go. Wow, it just decided it wanted to not work today. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we're kind of watching these little appendages back here. Yeah, it's still looking like some large hail damaging winds back here. The tornado threat's going to be more maximized towards Oklahoma City. Yeah, these cells are going back up. Look at that. Oh, let's play this again. Bam. Yep. Group of storms starting to go up in western Oklahoma City. These will not pose a real threat to Oklahoma City. These should continue off to the northeast. Kind of going to produce pretty much very rough path. Now, these are going to go up northeast towards Edmond, Guthrie, Cushing, Stillwater, and these could very much stay on their own too, because if these merge, come as supercell, that could be a not so good thing for central and northeastern Oklahoma. Still has a little appendage back here too. On this little supercell, definitely has a mesocyclone, some rotation with it, but it's most likely just going to get gobbled up, like eaten alive by the developing Keel CS back here. Nice big old line of storms. Not SRV1, just normal velocity. Let's see here. Could have some damaging winds up here, west of Hobart, Oklahoma. Still watching anything on that front edge, kind of watching to see what it does. Kind of watching this little appendage over here. We're watching what this does, because that can easily get kind of sucked in and try to produce something. And again, here are, there's a couple little cells in western Oklahoma City. These went up fairly quickly. Those will not pose a severe threat for the next maybe 10-15 minutes. They just started going up. Weatherford, you have this damaging hailstorm moving northeast towards you. Has some quarters, maybe ping pong ball size hail in there. Again, it's this just north of New Cordell, Oklahoma. KLCS still developing off to this west southwest. Let's go ahead and shift back up to the supercell cluster. Yeah, these storms are not, these right here are not really gonna pose any real tornado threat. These two on the backside, however, could, I'm going to check this out in Missouri real quick. May 20th. Chances on May 20th, we cannot really determine that. It's way, way too far out. I mean, I'll be keeping an eye on everything in May, especially May 20th. That we can't really check that far out. Oh wait, no, the chances of having a May 20th. No, it's not really like a high. It's not high, like way up high threat. There's no potential for any violent tornadoes tonight. Now there could be mostly a couple lower end tornadoes. However, there can still certainly be a few strong tornadoes. Solely because that low level jet's just so strong. The low level dynamics are very strong tonight. So we certainly could see a couple strong tornadoes, but nothing like what happened on May 30th. We're not gonna have another EF5. I can't read. Well, I couldn't read it like all the way through because the little weird emoji thing on the side of the comments, where you can like spam hearts and stuff. Yeah, like whoever just started clicking it again. Surprisingly, I'm able to see comments poking up on the screen. Huh. That's good. Full screen here. There we go. And again, we're just kind of seeing, again, just the cluster up here in northeastern Oklahoma. Kind of watching these two supercells back here. This one's just gonna get eaten by the KLCS. It's struggling. I don't think it's having ping pong ball size hail back there anymore. And it still has a mesocyclone, still has a little bit of a hook with it, but not as good as it looked earlier. Definitely still has a little bit of mid-level rotation with it, maybe. Yeah, definitely nothing like it was earlier. And there's like a couple storms up here on the north side as well. Oh, hey, Braden. It kind of has this just a little thunderstorm up here. Might have a little bit of hail in here. A low-end hail, maybe. Yeah, look at this little cell going up here. Maybe another little one trying to break up behind it. Okay, man, it's a couple of little cells popping up here. This one right here seems to have taken strongest lead. Oh, I heard that. Lightning. A little bit of lightning. Heard just a little bit of lightning out of this storm. Not real close up to me. Eventually, again, this strongest tornado threat's going to come out of these storms back here. Depending on what these do, these are going to have to take a eastern turn if they want to survive. They want to thrive. This supercell, or cell, just a normal cell at the moment, if this can get its act together, it could eventually maybe produce a tornado. But on its current path, it's going to collide right into these two cells eventually. So come back here. Still, very clear hook still here on this little on this cell. Yeah, still got a little bit mesocyclone with it, a little bit of rotation. It's not strong rotation. A little appendage here. Keep an eye on that as well. Let's go to velocity. Yeah, it doesn't have really anything out of ahead of it yet. So, this supercell could try to do something, but doesn't quite look like it just yet. Let's go ahead and go up to this cluster. Yeah, it has a little mesocyclone back here. Trying. It's not in a really good spot, though. It's kind of a real weird spot. Let's go ahead and head back down to the south. Again, another cell popping up here in the southwestern Oklahoma City area. Funnel cloud near Arkansas City. Okay. Oh, damn, it's just a little laggy. Peek because it's just around here a little bit. Let's go ahead and go back to this cell, kind of back here. Again, near New Cordell. Still has a little bit of an appendage back there. Let's go ahead and zoom out a little bit here. Let's go and go down here to Texas real quick. Eventually, this is all going to be in part of the MCS as well, the KLCS developing fairly quickly up to the north. Let's go and take a quick peek at velocity here. Not seeing too much damaging winds, which is good. Pretty good out of that. Yeah, this is kind of struggling a little bit here.
Coming. Yeah. Yeah.
Velocity. I'm just going to take a quick peek on down here. This is gonna be near kind of Vernon, Oklahoma. Frederick. There does appear to be some more damaging winds back in the back here. Maybe 50, 60 mile per hour winds in here. This could be west of Frederick, west of the KFDR radar site. And I'm going to be watching these little appendages here. Especially this bigger one. If it can wrap up, the mesocyclone could develop, brief mesocyclone could develop there and maybe get damaging winds and maybe a tornado. And look at this, already like a teeny little hook there. Nothing on velocity, an itty bitty tiny little baby hook with that little cell developing there. I'm gonna go ahead and I'll be right back. I have returned. I still got a little cell here. Has a little hook on it. And again, the low-level dynamics are a lot better out here in central, southern, northern Oklahoma. Kind of watching all that. Wow, this is producing massive hail. That came up pretty quickly. 2-inch hail. Lime-sized hail coming out of this. A little less than baseball. Just a little less. Does continue to have a little bit of rotation back here with it. Kind of in a weird spot if you ask me, but still kind of watching that for sure. Let's go ahead and go down here. Wow, tennis ball size hail down here. Wow. Now watching all these little appendages down here for the possibility for a tornado. Maybe a little bit of cranking wind, a little bit of spin, a little bit of shear. Yeah, let's go ahead and see the evolution of this. Oh yeah, that's a little bit concerning. Yeah, a little bit concerning for sure. I mean, nothing screams like tornado or anything like that yet, but still have a little cell out here west of Oklahoma City. Not really doing a whole lot, which is good. The main concern is going to be that line. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and go take go to the restroom real quick here. I have returned. I'm never making that noise again. That was very goofy. Okay, let's see here. There, my nose string. Okay, let's get this road. Let's get the show on the road once again. This Supercell kind of started getting its act back together. It's going, yeah, getting a little bigger, but yeah, the KLCS starting to catch back up. Oh, I don't like that. Oh, okay, it's gone. Okay. That's probably not good though. I still have a mesocyclone up here on that Weatherford storm, still going northeast. Does a little bit more of a noticeable hook now. Here, it's gonna be northwest of Crescent, Oklahoma. It's got SRV. Yeah, it's a little area of circulation here. This could be northwest of Crescent, Oklahoma. Nothing tornadic at this time. There's nothing screaming tornado whatsoever. It's going up here. What noise? I didn't hear any noise. It might have been the radar sweep. There's nothing, like hardly anything out in this cluster. I really don't think there's going to be like any real tornado threat with these at the moment. Again, like the tornado threat hasn't been maximized out just yet. It's still kind of increasing. And this little cell that was over western Oklahoma has kind of collapsed, which is good. There's still some very large hail down here, and kind of on the Red River. It's going to SRV. Ooh, slow mental velocity. I'm not seeing too much yet, which is good. Kind of watching this little indent here. Moving up, kind of watching all these little indents in the line. Kind of surprised that this thing isn't spinning more just yet up here near Weatherford. What time is it? It is 7:24 p.m. Yeah, it's definitely looking interesting. I'm gonna go ahead and double check with the Storm Prediction Center here, see if anything is updated. There was a mesoskill discussion for the tornado watch for the cells up here in northern Oklahoma. Yeah, nothing too terribly new yet. Okay, yeah, let's go ahead and walk back in on here. Gonna recycle this here real quick. Could be a new little cell trying to go up north of Anadarko. Trying to. And this supercell is gonna get consumed sooner or later. This KLCS is just gonna bump up into that supercell, and it could try to do something, but chances are it's not really gonna do anything. 60-mile-per-hour winds, new severe thunderstorm warning. And these storms are steadily moving off to the northeast. This is eventually going to make its way. This is eventually going to make its way towards Oklahoma City. Rayleigh's in her room currently. Let's see. Go back down to velocity. I'm not really seeing a whole bunch of stuff on the front edge here. I'd have to watch this. There's a whole bunch of severe thunderstorm warnings. This storm up here is gonna completely miss Oklahoma City, which is good. And there's this little couple itty bitty cells trying to go up again, out ahead of this main line. I don't really think this is gonna do anything, especially for Oklahoma City. If anything, they're gonna go up and probably die down like these cells did out here. It's not a whole lot of substantial heating. What?
I think the door's gonna fall.
That's fine, just go.
It's wiggly.
Not even going to full. How long has this been going for? 2 hours, 12 minutes, not too bad. Let's go ahead and go back out here. Man, yeah, another long cell going up there, near El Reno. Yeah, this one's been trying to go up fairly quickly.
Nick,
That's what.
I'm watching Velma.
Oh,
Let's hope it's not a dog shit show.
yeah, it's a pretty bad show.
It just feels like
Let's go ahead and
comedy.
we'll watch this here. Kind of look at the evolution of this. Here is the storms from early. That's up here currently. Here's that developing supercell, still ongoing. Very, very interesting for sure. Gonna go back to 14 frames. When Braden, there may be a tornado here soon. It's not really, tornado threat's not really gonna get high until later this evening and tonight. You may be asleep by the time it happens, but even if a tornado warning is issued, you should be fine. You'll be fine. It's north of Crescent. It's going to go to SRV. It's still a little bit of a mesocyclone here. Again, these aren't really like strong yet. I kind of want to see the interaction of these two storms. Kind of see what these do. I don't think they're going to be too strong. They're too feisty yet. I'm watching this cell currently developing northeast of Anadarko. And still keeping an eye on this big O cell out here near Arapahoe, Oklahoma. Yeah, it's gonna get... Yeah, it's gonna get bumped up into the line. There's a little bit of very elevated rotation, but yeah, there's... Yeah, it's not strong, but... That syrup per cell is gonna get consumed by this KLCS. And again, we're currently watching these cells developing out here pretty close to El Reno. Looks like maybe another one down here. Kind of curious to see what this little spot will do. Let's go down and get the KFDR radar, see if that's not quite the real thing there. Well, maybe there's a little something going on here. Yeah, if any additional cells are able to go up ahead of this line, it could be not particularly great. I'm tired. Let's go ahead and go back into this here. Uh, not 100% how long I'm going to be on. Probably until around 8:30. That's when I usually get off to kind of just relax and get ready for school. But depends on what this does back here. Because if this cell, if this cell's gonna get consumed, but whatever this line does, I might be on longer. It's closer to 9:30. Um, it just kind of depends on how the dynamics are working still. Yeah, these storms won't be into Oklahoma City Metro until uh like probably 10, 11 o'clock, maybe midnight. Because right now it is 7:32. I'm tired too. Still got a little bit of rotation up northeast to Crescent. I'm gonna check up these storms here as well, see what they're. Yeah, I could get a tornado up on that front edge if that level jet can feed into that. Right now, main concern is all in Oklahoma and Texas right now. Primarily Oklahoma with the developing KLCS. Is this storm gonna make it? No, it's definitely not gonna make it. Little connector strips coming out off the KLCS trying to eat this poor supercell alive. I mean, that's gonna eat up. That's gonna bring down the strong tornado potential. What's going on here? Is this trying to become something? Oh, no. I want click on the radar. I'm gonna have to watch that. Watch that pretty closely there. I'll watch everything. We're kind of pretty much have to watch everything up on here because these are all still going to be in a favorable environment. And my main concern was potentially two little supercells try to go up ahead of the line, and that is what they're trying to do. Maybe there's little dots on the map. Let's go and see here. Okay, let's go ahead. Let's reset back up here. Let's go ahead and select this down here. Ooh. Okay, I don't really like this back up here. Let's go and put SRV. Let's get a velocity. Check this out here. I'm not really seeing too much of anything yet, which is good. Yeah, this supercell up here is gonna get eaten. It's just gonna get eaten alive. Oh, almost fell out of my seat. There we go. I don't know, this is a far cry from what it was earlier back near and northwest Texas is producing 60, 65, 70 mile per hour winds. But again, that low level jet's not going to kick in until here in the next hour or so. So that's going to be interesting. A little 60 mile per hour wind marker near Hedrick, Oklahoma by emergency manager. Let's go to these cells up here in northern Oklahoma. I really don't think these are gonna really become too bad. They're gonna be mostly wind, maybe a brief tornado or two, but my main focus is on the main line of storms still developing out here in western and southwestern Oklahoma and northwestern Texas. Let's go ahead and go down there to these storms as well. Yep, couple of another little KLCS down here. This is gonna go towards just north of Abilene, Texas, towards Graham, Weatherford, and then eventually Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, later on tonight. Lower overall tornado threat down there. Because the main surface low is like sitting like right here. Let's go and see if we can. Yeah, it's pretty much right here. You can see the storms rotating around it. Those showers and stuff kind of floating around it there. I'm not seeing a whole lot of. I'm not seeing like any rotation out on the KLCS at the moment. Probably gonna. Let's see this here.